So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's...
Tries a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And here's Mbappe, and he's running through. Van Dijk does really well there, he is strong. Bruno Fernandes! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Tries to play it through. This is a promising build-up. Flashes in a towering header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a pretty loose pass. Chouameni. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Great chance! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that's a key interception. Bruno Fernandes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's got away. Great ball. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vietnam with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. And now they can spring out of defence. Nuno Mendes. And that could set him on his way. Plenty to aim at here. He's having a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Van Dijk looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Mbappe having a look. Great chance here to level it up. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. This looks promising. Big chance! Well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Oh, what has happened here? Mendes running with the ball. He's had a shot! It's a goal! Into the lead once more. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Vietnam have their lead. And it's Neves. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. That's the keeper's ball. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. João Neves. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Can he get on the end of this? Ruben Dias did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Bellingham. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Out towards the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well timed, excellent interception. And that signals the end of the first period. Vietnam are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half.
Please be reminded that drinking is only
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. Back underway then. Hakimi. Van Dijk. Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Cucurella. Traoré. Partey. And it's Mendes.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's Van Dijk. João Neves. Well read, nice interception. Fernandes. Now Mbappe. And he's intervened well there. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Hakimi. And it's Cucurella. Saliba. João Neves. Partey. Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
So we've reached the hour mark. Ruben Dias. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 23, Mbappe. Number 15, Erling Haaland. Number 24, Fernandez. Coming on the field, number 20, Mbumo. Number 9.
And here's Bellingham.
Deserved a better ball there.
Number
He's right to be
21,
disappointed.
Eucharist.
Timber.
Number 10, Tonali.
That's
Substitution
Partey.
in progress.
Can he get it through? Chouameni. For Olise. Partey. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Olise. Now, can they get him away? Dembele's cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Gyökeres. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ferran Torres. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good ball, good take. João Neves. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Chouameni. Now it's Bellingham. Nice physical challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Substitution on the field.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
It's not the best angle, this, but he might just be tempted to shoot.
On the field, number 4, Cucurella. Number 14, Marcos Llorente.
Not quite on the same wavelength. Llorente. Mbumo. And it's Cucurella. Shapes to shoot! Oh, good steal, he just read it. Tchouameni, a game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
The final 5 minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And he's in on goal! Oh, right place, right time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Eze. Chance for a shot!
1 minute added time.
And again! And the ball's come loose here. And that was struck with genuine... Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
This stadium. Thank you very
So
much
a
for your
battle of
cooperation.
endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Partey. Coming on to replace him.
No winner
is
in 90,
number
30 more to
87,
come.
John Evans.
Always onto this. He's picked his way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Llorente.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cucurella. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Cucurella.
Such good technique.
Cross flung in towards the middle. That's a decent clearance. Chance, surely! Olise. All played for Dembele. Now it's Eze. Looking for options for movement. Dembele.
That's going in strongly.
No foul, says the referee. Tchouameni. And it's Cucurella. He's a sharp little ball. Shot a goal! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the...
It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Gyökeres receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, Reed.
And it's Eze.
Added time.
Shoots! Tonali. João Neves. Burmo. And he's had it nicked away. So that was it, the first period of extra time.
That memorabilia from today's match is
Both
now
teams
on
have
sale
run
in
themselves into the
stadium.
ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's tidy. Olise. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Ruben Dias. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's through here. Now this could be a chance. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught. Has another go! Another one of football's and how moments.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Holland. And that's been won straight back. Oh, it's a real chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Vietnam now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic... Decent chance! He's got a goal! And he is just ripping it up! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now. We would like to ask you all to kindly stay seated during the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good climb! Harmlessly behind. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Musiala. He's found a way through. Now it's Olise. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball.
Shot a goal! They've scored! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough. Decent chance! Brilliant! A finish of true class! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Vietnam restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And the shot! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Vietnam are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Vietnam leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Schlotterbeck, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe! Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Olise. Oh, important interception. Courtois is there to clear. Ruben Dias. Now it's Haaland. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. No, that's been intercepted. Change of plan here, perhaps. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Elise. Fernandez. And he's picked it up out wide.
Such good technique.
He's got away. That'll be a corner. Ruben Dias can get it clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he finish? And that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has two. Vietnam go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Partey. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Hakimi is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Kvaratskhelia. That's the keeper's ball. Fernandez. Now it's Elise. He's shifting through the gears here. And he was alert to it. Fernandez. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chouameni. That's been cut out, well played. Musiala, he steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe is onto this.
3 minutes added time.
Elise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Partey. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cucurella cuts out the pass. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Vietnam are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
And please join me in wishing
We've been
a
blessed
happy
with a
wedding
goal-laden
anniversary
first
for
half.
one of our fan club
3-1
members.
is the half-time score.
Substitution on the field. Number 24, Fernandez.
So we're off again.
Coming on the field is number 5,
Elise.
Bruno Fernandez.
Elise making good progress on the right-hand side. Now it's Fernandez. Plays it in low. And that should get the job done. And the finish! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. He won't be happy with that one. Cucurella. Saliba chooses to go crossfield. Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. And it's been played through. Saliba does well to get it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Cucurella. Courtois punts it upfield. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Ruben Dias cuts it out. Just about up to the hour now. Plays a sharp little ball here. João Neves does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That has not gone well. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
No way through. Oh, super chance! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Vietnam have themselves a chance from the spot. Courtois to save this spot kick and his team. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Clinical. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
And a chance! Superb from Gyökeres! A finish right from the top draw! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Chouameni. Now Saliba. Fernandez. Pedro Porro. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Kubasi. And it's Timber. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ruben Dias.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Musiala. Good running, strong and purposeful. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. João Neves. And no, he's seen through all of that. Musiala. Vietnam are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. There's the shot! Has another go! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vietnam have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Olise. Musiala. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Good ball, good take. João Neves. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Timber. And it's Neves. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Taken off it pretty forcefully. Konate. That's going wide left. Mbappe! Shapes to shoot! Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. João Neves. Pedro Porro. Now it's Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. So what can they make of this? Musiala. Nuno Mendes.
Oh, great feat that.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Musiala. And here's Mbappe. Oh, chance for a shot! Goal! And they've got their lead back. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Vietnam have their lead. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And quick announcement now. We would like to
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Vietnam can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Nuno Mendes. Partey. Olise. Gyökeres. Now it's come to nothing. Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's found some space. Here comes the corner.
Substitution.
Vietnam choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft. And
He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's been hooked away. Oh, good read.
that was well played, well stopped.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Musiala. Coming on the field is number 20,
And it's Marino.
Mbeumo.
Closing in on goal. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vietnam perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Traumeri. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Vietnam really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, good line! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Terrific header, he met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Olise.
So we have movement on
Number
both
21,
benches.
Eucharist.
So the lead now is
Number
2.
23,
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here.
Coming on
Now
the
the crowd are
field,
demanding that they just finish this off.
Zielinski. Number 15, Erling Haaland.
Well seen,
Number
saw that coming.
17,
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution in
Nicely
progress.
weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Marino. Zielinski. Chooses to go cross-field. And Mendes. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Burmo. Eze. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Courtois is there to clear. Saliba. It's a pretty loose pass. Zielinski makes a move down the right. Tchouaméni. Just 5 minutes left. Burmo. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, Burmo! Brilliant from Burmo! He's got himself an absolute peach. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be a...
And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
Hello,
a clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Colours vivid. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bellingham! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries a shot! And that's another fine save.
Cucurella really can't believe it, foiled by the keeper again.
Corner number 2 then. Barella goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fernandez. Chouameni. Can he get on the end of this? Shapes to shoot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Vietnam really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
So, third corner of the game. Barella with the short one. He's in a great position. And a chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Shoots! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, Lisa clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pinches it off him. And it's Barella. Stood up well to him there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nuno Mendes. Vietnam are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Fernandez.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Musiala. Good, strong midfield running. Big chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Aims beyond the defence. He's got away. Plenty to aim at here. Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And he was quick to react. Courtois sends that a long way. And it's Mendes. Oh, such a clever touch. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gyökeres. Decent chance! And a neat finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Now it's Fernandez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Barella tries to pass it through. Spread to the right. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that's a fine interception. Musiala. Fernandez. Timber. Now Schlotterbeck. Oh, they could be caught out here. Foot in. Timber did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Fernandez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Is there any support? He might not need it. That's going to go a long way. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Second period is underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Mbappe having a look. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. And they've got rid. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Bellingham really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nuno Mendes. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Vietnam really could have done without this. This further to improve their cause. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control. Saliba. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. 60 minutes played. Barella is onto this. And here's Elise. And reclaimed it in a trice. And the pass is intercepted. And now the breakaway. Musiala. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Fernandes. And a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Tries to get it clear. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! They're back within reach! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 18.
Vietnam may be down, but
Number
not
4.
out just yet.
Olise. Coming on the field,
Mbappe.
number 15.
And they can counter here.
Number 11, Paulo. Number 24, Fernandez.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schlotterbeck. Partey.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Haaland! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Half an hour gone in the second half. Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get... And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's Barella. Palmer. Fernandez. This looks promising. And it's made its way to him. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's a threatening ball. Fernandez! And that really should have been that.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Barella, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Very nicely done. Barella. Messi. Eze. And it's Eze. Here's Chouameni. Barella. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Cucurella. And it's Eze. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Quick reminder today, please have
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
And here's Haaland, and it's Neves. And he's cut it out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Erling...
He's having a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Partey. Well, that pass isn't the best. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Elects to and a header! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Olise.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernandes with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Fernandes has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. He's got away. Mbappe. Now it's Musiala. Musiala. There he goes, motoring forward. Upamecano, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Haaland. Well, they can break here. Musiala.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mendes finding himself in space. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Haaland going after that. That is good alertness. Fernandes. Partey.
Vietnam really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Haaland. Has to go back here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And it's Mendes. He's under a lot of pressure there, and he's picked it up out wide. That has been knocked clear. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to play him in, and he's intervened well there. It's a pretty loose pass. Chance here to counter. And here's Haaland. Bellingham. Oh, good spread. That is lovely. This looks promising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Upamecano, and that has left him in a heap. Space for him to turn and look. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He leaps for it, and he's stuck it away. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vietnam are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Mbappe, Saliba, and it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's a really well-measured ball. Haaland! No way through, so back it comes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hakimi. He is just caressing the ball. That has not gone well. Partey running with the ball, threads one in, and it's made its way to him. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Can he get it through? Opts to play it back. Mbappe is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Erling Haaland.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Number 23, Mbappe.
And here's Mbappe.
Coming on
No,
the
not
field,
quite on the same
number
wavelength.
20, Mbumo.
That's good pressing,
Number
squeezing the
21,
play.
Eucharist. Number 7,
Almost an hour gone.
Substitutions taking place.
Burmo. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Bellingham. João Neves. Nice control. He's had a shot! And again! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So we have movement on
Olise.
both benches.
Coming on the field is number 14, Zielinski.
Substitution in progress.
And he's taking no chances there. Steaming on goalwards. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Timber. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Zielinski, Eze, Merino, Reinders. That is a great pick out. Foot in. Nuno Mendes. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's chosen to go back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Timber. Timber has got himself a free kick. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gyökeres. Lovely feet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ruben Dias has given away a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Olise! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? shot! And yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Partey. Great ball, and he's in. Real chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Elise. Aimed beyond the defence.
Vietnam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Elise. Reinders. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Vietnam were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
And we'd like to inform you now that the
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.